Back with another gameplay video. Scouter report. Super Shenron versus Broly BR starter deck. We've got a couple of local boys from Seattle playing these decks today. We've got Bennett on the left. Super Shenron, most hated, most wanted. Then we got Dennis on the right playing Broly BR. Pretty good. Awesome leader. Super fun. Also very strong. And has a good matchup against Super Shenron. So we'll see how this goes. Dennis searching for 1. Then grabbing 2. Gonna go ahead and shuffle his deck. And draw 3, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Almost showing his hand to Dennis. All right. And then pass turn. So interesting play from Bennett with the Dragon Ball Seeker before the draws, but that's cool. I guess it thins the deck, so you're going to see more of those Dragon Balls. Also an interesting play from Dennis here, charging yellow on turn 1. Not really what you want to be doing with that deck, but you never know what's in his hand. So maybe he's running a little too much yellow in his deck. Maybe he's really banking on playing a Nimbus on turn 2, which could be the case. So yeah, that's probably it. He wants to defend against this potential Super Shenron Storm ridiculousness that's about to go down. So Bennett's going to go ahead and search for 2 more Dragon Balls from his deck. Surprised he hasn't looked at the life yet, but who knows? There must be more in there. But that's okay. Cut the deck. Draw 2 Dragon Balls. 1, 2. What else you got? Personal Ambition. Gotta tap that energy and untap it. Make sure you're doing that, guys. I know we kind of people shorthanded sometimes, but if you go into big events, make sure to do all the steps. People will rule shark you. Straight into Crisis Crusher, which isn't super amazing versus the Broly deck, but you never know. Could help against that 1-drop. It also pops things like the Dash Pack Paragus and any other one of those weird little bug spider guys that gives you plus 10k. Those are weird, so you never know. Let's see. Phone check right there. Charges the bug guy I was just talking about. Got the Abercrombie and Fitch cuffs. Looking like a real playa. Bennett. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see. Come on, boys. Speed it up. Let's go. Swings with lead. Combos off a Crisis Crusher. Does Dennis do anything? No, he does not. He does not want to lose the Broly card to the Crisis Crusher. Dangerous play, because this is when Super Shenron starts doing ridiculous things. We'll see if Dennis can get, or Bennett can get awakened here. He's got the Super Dragon Ball. And that's good. He's gonna go play that, and hopefully he's... Damn. Slams the deck on the table. He ain't taking no shit. Alright. He's playing it. Look at it. 2. Draw 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. Nice. Could hear my dog walking around in the background. Discard. 2. That's good. Puts that Bulma and those preface in the drop area. Gonna be able to Child Wish those out and untap a bunch of stuff. Switches over, grabs a Dragon Ball, and draws a card. Pretty cool. And now we get into Crazy Town. What do we got? Child's Wish for free. But Dennis has played this matchup before. So, cold. Bloodlust. No untap for you, Bennett. You better hope you have a couple Sensu Beans in hand. Because if you don't, the turn is over. Let's see what he does. No barrier on that baby boy Goku. but he's going to swing anyways, it looks like. Can we get around the Senzu beans? Does he have them? We've got a double strike. Interesting play. That's good. Bye-bye 2 life from Broly. Broly does not want to get down that low without playing the 1-drop. So dangerous territory here because he's going to have to be down to 3 if he wants to play that 1-drop at all, at minimum. So let's see what Dennis does. 1-drop Broly coming in hot. Take 2 life. Eating that horn. That good goo in the middle. Good googly. Paragus coming in. If you don't know what this card does, it's really good. Play it for 2, 1 green. It activates a Broly's control mechanism. I think that's what it's called. But something that was confusing people when this first came out is it says activate, which makes it sound like you activate main, the skill on the card. But actually, when you play an extra card, you don't actually play, quote unquote, the extra card. You activate the extra card. So actually, putting a Planet Vegeta on the field, that actually activates the card. So, bit of an interesting kind of play on words, and I guess we always knew that, but they had to really clarify it to make that worth our while. And let's go. Dennis is going to have to take a life here. Takes 1. That's good. And puts out the 4. And he's off to the races. Not being able to do any damage early in the game, though, is a little rough. But, not terrible. We'll see how he chooses to approach this. Discards the Crisis Crusher because you know he's going to try to go up that chain all the way. Good work, Bennett. You're learning. Don't want to leave that out there so he can use the leader ability. Just leave that Preface Goku out there. Can't select him with Barrier. Force Dennis to have to do stupid things and use too much energy and wait a turn. Good play, sir. Brings out that 6-drop Broly. Sweet card. Super busted. Discard a card. KO a card. Double strike 25,000. Super good, especially this early in the game. Sometimes better to see it a turn earlier. You can do some crazy stuff with this deck. I actually played this deck for the first time yesterday at Locals. I went 3-1. Very fun. Was able to take one of the games turn 2. Just absolutely ran through with Paragus super combos and big bad boys. Super good. But pretty fun deck. I like it. I wish I had this secret rare. I could buy it, but then I'd be spending way too much money on cardboard and not about that. So gonna go ahead and pop this dude. Go up the chain. Looks like a little bit of a mishap there with an extra card being seen. So you're just gonna shuffle it and put it back there. It's all good. Into that big old 8-drop Broly. Great card. In the battle step, discard a card, KO a card ignoring barrier, so you can get rid of that Preface Goku if he really wants to. But interesting situation here. Like, Bennett doesn't really care if he goes down to 4. That's not a big deal. Just gives him a big hand. Looks like Dennis comboed off some cards, so he's going to get a few draws. If you didn't know, the Broly leader draws up to 6. Makes you draw 6 cards, or draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. So if you have 0, you draw 6. If you got 4, you draw 2. Interesting that during one of these combo steps, Dennis did not KO that card, but that's okay. Probably would have tried to do that. Definitely would have tried to do that on the last before drawing. That'd have been pretty good. Definitely, especially as at 3 life, you want to get him down and not have to use that activate on your turn, or be able to use it on your turn and their turn. So you're getting 2 KOs out of the card instead of just 1. So a little bit of value misstep there, I think. And we'll see. Super Shenron going into turn 4 is pretty gross, especially when Dennis is tapped out, but he kind of had to last round because of that barrier card if you want to get anywhere in this game. So Child's Wish coming out, playing Bulma, the most busted, do more ridiculous combo in the game. The only reason Super Shenron is anything, mill 2, draw 1, untap 2, you plus a card, you got an attacker. All you did was get rid of an extra card. It also moves you towards that magical 20,000 mark. Dennis going to go ahead and play Dragon Radar, grab 2 Child's Wish back from the deck, or from the drop area. This is what Super Shenron does, boys. It plays Solitaire. It grabs back exactly what it needs. It sees its entire deck. It's consistent beyond consistent. I don't like this deck. I really hate playing against it. I hope they do something to it. It's not even that it's that strong. There's a ton of answers to it. Flying Nimbus is good. Cold Bloodlust is good. Whis Borgos is good. Dark Power Back Mass Saiyan is good. But when I sit down at locals and I haven't played a single card for 15 minutes, I just want to leave. And it's not fun. That's the first time this has ever happened in the game for me versus a leader. Like, even back in the crazy mecha days, I still wanted to play. And that's not the case anymore with this, which is rough because I love this game and I'm going to keep playing, but it's painful. So hopefully they do something that kind of eases that up and gets it going. But we'll see what goes on here. So Dennis doing ridiculous things, or not Dennis, Bennett doing ridiculous things with all this energy recycle and Child's Wish gets Dennis down to 2 energy, or 2 life. Now he's in double shot range, and Bennett has not even taken his second turn yet. Looks like he's getting fairly close. Deck's looking a little thinner. Swings with the Bulma. Combos off a couple cards. And takes the damage. Interesting. Not much he can do, though. So, Child's Wish pulls that dude out. It's going to get 2 swings at 20,000. Pretty strong card. Is it 20 or 25? It's got to be 20. I think he gets +5. There's no way he gets +10. And Dennis scoops. He knows he can't do much. Rough game. Crisis Crusher, too good. And not seeing a green early, too bad. So you probably want to go a little more aggro on Super Shenron there. Like, I know the yellow was good and it slowed him down a little bit, but not being able to really push on that turn 1, turn 2 is tough. But thanks for watching. See you next time.